Hello friends, today we will discuss the pin configuration of 8259 PIC, that is the Programmable Interrupt Controller. This PIC chip is used for handling number of interrupt that come to your processor at the same time. Okay, so now today we will discuss the pin configuration of this PIC. This diagram shows you the pin configuration of 8259. It has 28 pins. So let's discuss these pins one by one. So the first pin, that is the CS bar, chip select signal. This is the active low signal. Okay, and this signal is used for enabling read and write operation of 8259. Next signal, that is the WR bar, pin number 2. This is also active low signal. Okay, and this pin is used to enable write operation of 8259. Means the data will be stored in 8259, and this pin enables 8259 to accept command words from CPU. Means by using this pin WR bar, 8259 can accept command words from the processor. Pin number 3, that is the RD bar. This is also active low signal, and it is the read enable input to the 8259. Okay, and when this signal become a low, then it enable 8259 to release status onto the data bus of the processor. Means when this signal become a low, at that time the data will be sent to the processor through data bus. Okay, now the next signal, that is from pin number 4 to pin number 11. These are the from D0 to D7, and these are data lines used for carrying the data. Okay, and these pins are bidirectional. We called it as data bus, that carries the data. Only it can carry data up to the 8 bit. Okay, and the data will be carried to control word or status word. Okay, so this carries the data. Also these pins are used for carrying the interrupt vector information. Means the function of data bus is to carry the data and also to carry the interrupt vector information. Then next pin, that is the CAS0, CAS1, pin number 12 and 13. Okay, so CAS for cascade lines. Okay, in 8259 there are 8 vectored interrupt. Okay, if more interrupts are required, then 8259 used cascade mode. Okay, so you know we have already discussed in the pin configuration of 8259 that there are 8 interrupt request line, right, from IR0 to IR7. So all this interrupt request line is used to carry the interrupt. Okay, but your 8259 PIC required more interrupt than 8, then the 8259 will go to cascade mode. Okay, so in cascade mode, master 8259 chip along with its 8 slave 8259 chip can provide 64 vector interrupt lines. Okay, and these three lines act as a select line for addressing the slave of 8259. Okay, there is only one master PIC present, and that master PIC has 8 slave PIC connected to it. Okay, so it can provide 64 interrupt lines. Okay, then the next signal, ground. Okay, this is for power supply, or for it is for internal circuit of the PIC. Okay, now the next signal, that is CAS2 pin number 15, that also come in the same case, that is the CAS0 and CAS1. The function of these three pins is same. Okay, now the next pin, that is the SP and EN bar. Okay, these are also active low signal, and these pins is used for dual purpose. Okay, when your chip, that is 8259 chip, is used in a buffer mode, okay, then it can be used as a buffer enable to control buffer transceiver. Okay, when your pin, that is when your chip, that is PIC, is used in a buffer mode, then this pin is used as a buffer to enable the control buffer transmitter. Okay, if this is not used in the buffer mode, then this pin is used as a input to designate whether the chip is used as a master or it is used as a slave. Okay, so the function of this pin is, when it is used in buffer mode, it is used to enable the control of buffer transceiver, and when it is not used in buffer mode, then it is used as an input to designate whether the chip is used as a master or as a slave. Okay, then the next pin, that is the INT, interrupt signal. Okay, so this pin goes high whenever valid interrupt request is asserted into the processor, and this is used to interrupt the CPU, and it is connected to the interrupt input of your processor. Okay, now the next pins from pin number 18 to pin number 25, interrupt request lines. Okay, these pins act as a input to accept the interrupt request to the processor. Okay, these pins act as a input to accept the interrupt request to the processor. Okay, in edge trigger mode, an interrupt service is requested by raising IR pin from low to high state. In edge triggered mode, the interrupt service is requested by raising the IR pin from low to high and holding it high until the acknowledged. Okay, and just by latching it to the high level if it is used in a level trigger mode. Okay, means these pins operate in two mode, edge trigger and level trigger. Then the next signal is INTA, interrupt acknowledgement. Okay, this pin is an input to the 8259. Okay, and it gives acknowledgement that interrupt requests are processed. Then pin number 27, that is the A0, address input pin. Okay, and this pin is used for selecting the type of command word used for processing. Okay, the last pin is the VCC, that is power supply.